At Ballot Box, we believe every vote counts. That's why we created a platform in which you decide what initiative you want to see happen.
California schools are racing to figure out how to handle billions of dollars in budget cuts.
Budget cuts are horrendous, especially in light of the pandemic.
Arts and music programs can be some of the first on the chopping block.
Taking the arts away would cause setbacks across academic disciplines.
How can we try and get ahead of it before it gets even worse?
Pre-pandemic, it was estimated that 35% of all public schools in the U.S. did not have art programs. Art and music programs are the first programs administrators cut in times of financial strain. Post-pandemic, it is estimated that up to 60% of public schools may not have art programs. More than ever, the next generation of artists and designers need support. We sat with educators at Vinci Rise, an LA-based high school for at-risk youth, to learn more about their community's struggles.
I started to think about disadvantaged communities that are not getting the education that they deserve. And it was always youth in foster care, youth who were on probation, and or youth who were housing unstable. And it was consistently those students that were pushed from school to school. They were often punished rather than meted with open arms when they would come back from God knows what they experienced. With that in mind, we created Rise.
Life before COVID for our students, our school was basically like a safe haven. They came there to get the academic content, to get therapeutic support from staff, to come somewhere to feel safe. After COVID, we have these same students, now they're stuck at home. Being stuck at home causes more trauma, causes more fear, because their households are unstable.
We know attendance might go up or down if a student goes from permanent housing in like a group home to now transitional housing. They might go missing for 2 months, but we always try to find something to pull them back in. And so usually it's a program that they're extremely interested in. So arts is one thing, music is one thing.
Now, in the fallout of COVID-19, youth art programs are in more jeopardy than ever.
When we think about things like the arts and enrichment and joy of learning, we're given the least amount of resources and funding. Things are taken away, like the dance, the music, the art.
Most of the programs we bring in have to be free because we don't have the budget to then provide that, which is really sad because I think they deserve it the most because they've just had so many hardships throughout their life.
Because of the environment they come up in and because of the stigma that get attached to their name, I see a lot of talent that goes underlooked and will go underlooked. There has to be a way, there has to be someone we can connect these students to so they can show the world their talents. There has to be.
Ballot Box is partnering with Shadow Hill, a clothing line on the forefront of fashion amongst Gen Z, to create a virtual learning experience providing kids an outlet for creative exploration, even while they are unable to attend school.
We founded this company right here in our hometown of Los Angeles, and for us to be able to support the community and give back to the younger generations really feels good.
To be able to team up with an initiative like Ballot Box is special to us. They've provided us with a platform to bring resources and tools into schools and communities that otherwise might not have that opportunity.
I kind of got into this not knowing anything about the clothing industry, fashion, arts, any of that. But I think if we had the right training, the right classes, and we actually really knew what we wanted to do while we were in school, I think it would have been very beneficial.
This initiative will provide 4,000 aspiring teen artists with licenses to Adobe Photoshop and tutoring for how to use the software. Our goal is to keep young people engaged and give them opportunities they would otherwise go without.
Them finding an opportunity to be able to learn how to do Adobe or have a session that teaches them how they can use Adobe and then take it to their interview. I think one of the biggest things that I've seen it coming from like a mental health perspective is like the confidence that comes out of that just makes me really excited.
There's so many opportunities with these platforms, whether they become artists or fashion designers, they can take these skills and use them from other areas.
One of the greatest misconceptions about success and achieving your dreams in general is that you just show up and it starts. A lot of hard work gets put into the day-to-day. It's tough to meet your goals and meet your dreams unless you're given something that allows you to bring those dreams into fruition.
As budgets continue to get slashed within education, it's more important than ever to double down on our efforts to support the arts, especially in neighborhoods where they never have been supported before.
When students see that someone cares and is willing to engage with them, they thrive off of it.
Students who can excel greatly in some of those arts, they can lead with a career.
We want to see the next generation of hungry entrepreneurs.
To be able to sustain and create jobs in our hometown really feels like the American dream.
You can make a difference. Vote for our initiative. It's simple.
Go to ballotbox.world to sign up and vote for this initiative.